Yeah. Yeah, so we're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the show you want to be. This is PWF is Raw. This is where we talk about WWE reviews, fan questions, and a new debut, which is indie interviews, which is going to be debuting this Friday. It's supposed to be on Tuesday, but something happened, something cropped up. So it's going to be on Friday. We are interviewing David Finley's son, which is David Finley Jr. Yeah, it's going to be Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, USA time. Yeah, 1 o'clock. Is it 1 o'clock UK time? Yeah. Alright, Friday. It will be alright for me, I guess. But even though it's late, but yeah. So be there, guys. Get your popcorn. Have your friends over. You know what to do. So yeah. First off, you can subscribe to us if you haven't already. Join our group. It's Broadcast Wrestling Fallout. If you haven't. Haven't join that group, which is discussing wrestling overall, WWE, Ring of Honor, Japan, everything. So join that, and our videos is uploaded there as well. And also you can like our Facebook page, Broadcast Wrestling Fallout, which is the same. We upload our shows there, and you can join follow us on Twitter, at PWF is Raw, which is now more active than before because thanks to two guys over there from PWF as well, Paul, Jazer, and Piro, making it happen. We've got 126 followers, looking good, boys. And so that's pretty much it. I'm the host. I'm Adam, aka Captain Awesome. So tonight we'll be talking about the Raw review, which was Monday. Should have done yesterday, but we're doing it tonight. Sorry for the late delay, but anyway, we moved to the first guy of the night, introduced PWF member. He is from the Bullet Club. Yes, he's the Luke Gallows' son, baby boy Luke Gallows in the house. And he's drinking as well, right?
Yeah, I'm a fucking lemon too, don't forget about that.
Oh yeah, he's a lemon as well.
You add a little tequila to the show, it'll really get going quick.
Fuck the lemons, but yeah.
That's how PWF is work.
Yeah. So, you want to plug your Twitter if you want? If anyone wants to follow you, your fans.
Yeah. I'm at Brickwall 860. I give shout outs to people. So.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. We're welcome to any shout outs, and so if anybody wants a shout out on the show, we'll give it to them. So we ain't like some. We moved to Piro. Yeah. He's the new guy. Yeah. He's now been so active on Twitter. He even retweet my tweets. But he's here with his Ninja Turtles shirt. Yeah. But yeah, welcome.
Podcast, all you need to do is believe. Once you believe, everything will happen.
Yeah. None of us are believers. You're on your own. Yeah.
Hey, I am a believer. The man is a genius.
Yeah. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, he's been drinking too much. Let's move along. To the original PWF's member. Yeah, he's got some curly hair. He thinks he's Carlito, but instead he's from the Bullet Club. He is the UAB Paul Jazer.
You know what's going on, ladies? I'm happy to be here. We got a jam-packed show. Unfortunately, we didn't get our Raw review done last night like we normally do, but a lot of good things to go over. It was a great show, and like you said, Adam, this Friday around 8 p.m. we will be going live with our interview with David Finley Jr., son of Irish wrestling legend Fit Finley. So it's going to be a jam-packed show. Sorry for the delay, guys. I know we broke news last minute. It was definitely a depressor for everybody, but we're going to make it up to you. A lot of great things to come, and don't forget about Thrasher, July 12th, 7 p.m.
Yeah, that's another our second interview we will do, which is July 12th. As you said, looking forward to that. So it's going to be big. But yeah, but let's get the show on the road. Let's start off with the Raw review recap, which started off with Stephanie McMahon coming out. She said about last week, Vickie not even got her a cup of coffee, right? And she tells Vickie to come out. Vickie comes out. And Vickie says she always has the best interest in business in mind, and she knows Reigns messed with her coffee. And then Stephanie reminds us that Reigns was put in the Battle Royal because of Vickie, and then she says it's on Vickie, it's her fault, and then she says that is only here because of Eddie Guerrero, and Vickie then begs, and Stephanie laughs, stops, mess her around, and then Stephanie just said Vickie can keep her job if she wins her match tonight, which her opponent was Stephanie McMahon, which I kind of thought, wow, I didn't think Stephanie was going to wrestle tonight, but I thought, I think she's pulling a leg, or I don't know. But she accepted Vickie, and she just walked off pretty much with the open. Great start. I enjoyed the segment. Vickie, I think a lot of the crowd really responded. She getting that reaction still. I thought she got that face reaction for the first time for a long time I can remember. But yeah, enjoyed it. And then to move on to the first match of the night was Jimmy Uso versus Luke Harper. Decent match overall, kind of short. We had the distraction from Eric Rowan. Then Harper just did the discus clothesline for the win. They did have a new theme, the Wyatt family. It was like they had a new theme, which is in his own hands. I got the whole world in our hands, But yeah, I can see them going to be new tag team champions. But yeah, decent match to start off, and great opener for the Stephanie McMahon and Vickie Guerrero. So Billy, your opinion on the opener and the match?
It was a great segment by Stephanie and Vickie. It was kind of funny how Vickie said the Guerrero families are more respected than the McMahons. And then when she announced that she's going to face her, I was like, Stephanie has to have something up her sleeve later. I was like, she can't just wrestle her. Stephanie had wrestled over in like 11 years. I don't think she's ready to come back to the ring yet. So I think she had something up her sleeve. But anyways, the match was good. It was a good opening match. Luke Harper versus one of the Usos. Yeah. Obviously, I knew Luke Harper was going to get the win.
Yeah, because how they're going with this feud, you think in the end you see the Wyatt family becoming champions, because they have been the Usos now a few times now. So yeah, I'm happy. Go Wyatt family. I think it's time for the Usos to drop the belts, because they are getting a tiny bit boring. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit for me.
It has to do with how they're being booked as well. So
Yeah.
I know, it's not all their fault.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
I mean, it's not exactly they had other feuds with anyone else.
I just want to see new champions. I want to see the Wyatts get it just because they're so
new
old
champions
right
is
now.
what they need right now.
Yeah.
A monster tag team. I haven't seen one for a long time. So
Yeah, 'cause they would be destroying everyone.
And then if Bray Wyatt, if he wins the title, will be they're all champions. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah. But anyway, we move that aside. We go to now Piro. If you have your thoughts on the opener and the match. So.
Yeah, the opener was pretty good, just for the fact that Vickie actually was like shouting out and bringing back the thought of Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
And how she was saying how they're more well known than the McMahons, which is obviously not true, but they're very popular. And she can't really throw her name in Eddie. Yeah, she was married to him, but she's not as big as him and never will be, but it was still, pretty good. And the fact that Stephanie McMahon thought she was going to wrestle, good luck with that one. I knew she wasn't going to do that. But then, yeah, moving on to the match, I thought the match was it was what it was. It was a domination. Luke Harper just showed why they should win this Sunday. And if they don't win, then there's gonna be there's something terribly wrong there because the Usos are
Yeah.
tag team champions now. They have too much energy, and it's just a typical face of a team, and it's just very boring. So they need that. They Luke Harper, Rowan need to win that match to have the Monsters tag team and have just go against everyone and dominate them. So I believe that Sunday they should win, and they need to.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's time for seeing new champions, but where will Uso go if they drop the belts? Will they just end up being jobbing out every week?
Now they'll feud with them for a little while, and then they'll start jobbing again.
See, but they had a decent one with the titles anyway, so they deserved it anyway. So yeah, pretty much. So now we move to go ahead to Paul. You have your say now.
Just like Billy said, the good old saying is you don't count your chickens before they hatch. And when I heard Stephanie McMahon say that Vickie was going to wrestle her live on Raw, I knew it was too good to be true, and it ended up being that. But the segment was, I don't think it was even supposed to be that good. But we found out later on that Vickie Guerrero had a little bit of input in it, and it was her idea to do the send off with paying homage to her husband, the late great Eddie Guerrero, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, honestly. I really enjoyed this segment. It built for something later to come. It gave the show great momentum heading into the first hour, which I'm all for. Viewership was definitely up this week. They've been delivering ever since the WrestleMania 30. They've been delivering, so you can't really say anything negative about the company at the moment. Heading into the first match, it was Luke Harper versus Jey Uso, was it?
Jimmy Uso. Yeah.
Jimmy Uso, Luke Harper versus Jimmy Uso. Pretty much a squash match, domination. You can't really say too much about it. Before we move forward into the show, it seemed like Wyatts were going in with the momentum into Money in the Bank for the tag titles, but that ceased to exist because something carried on after that proved us wrong. Will prove me wrong. But yeah, good segment to open the show. Squash match happened. Not much to say about it. They did debut their new theme though, so it does give them recognition. It's still the Wyatt family, but they're separate. You could tell them apart now. So yeah, that definitely speaks strong volumes for how far they're going to go and possibly take the titles from the Usos, dethrone them.
Hopefully that's the goal.
It's not a bad theme as well. It's kind of catchy.
I didn't like it at first, but then after I heard it a couple more times, it's slowly grew on me. I still think it could be better, but it is eerie and it does fit them, so I don't have a problem with it.
Too cool. Yeah. But Broken Out of Love, I think, is more better.
Yeah, I like Broken Out of Love too. And funny thing is, the guy that produced that song, that made that song, was he was a nobody, and they just randomly found him, and now he's a big name in music because of that song.
Yeah, he performed at WrestleMania, so
He gave them what a song because they want to come apart, So Bray's going, they're going into a tag team. They want two different theme songs,
Yeah. Do you think there's? I don't know if it's me, but do you think now they've got a new theme, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan? Do you think now they will push away the Wyatt family now and let Bray Wyatt do his own thing? Do you think eventually?
No, not yet.
Not yet. It's too early yet.
Maybe the start of it though. It may be the start of it.
Because it made me think, a little bit. Oh, maybe they're starting to.
The only way I can see
away
that is
from
if
the
they want
Wyatt
to turn
family.
face.
I don't know,
If they turn him face, that's the only way I can think.
There was rumours, obviously, that Bray Wyatt's turning face by the end of the year, but we'll see.
He's still working as a heel. He hasn't been acting too much like a heel, but he's still working as a heel. He's still wrestling faces and shit. So.
Yeah. Eventually it'll happen.
Yeah, these days people cheer the heels.
Yeah. We saw with Vickie Guerrero. I mean, she was the most hated person in the company for 9 years, and she got a lot of cheers on Monday.
Yeah, because she said Eddie Guerrero. That's why.
Yeah.
You say Eddie Guerrero, you're gonna get fucking cheered.
No, I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe she mentioned that. I know it was Vickie Guerrero's idea, but hanging on the coattails of your husband Eddie Guerrero, of your dead husband,
It still is
Yeah,
just.
but what she probably feels like is that's the last time a Guerrero will be in the WWE, so she might as well just throw it out one more time.
Daughter's in NXT. She just isn't rocking the Guerrero name.
Yeah.
There was was it that she was going to get released, I think, or something like that. There was, I don't know. There was
I don't know what happened.
there was reports or she got released, and then they said, oh, she didn't got released or something. Like that.
Yeah.
But the amount of talent in NXT that aren't working live shows, that are only working, NXT house shows is actually pretty big. Take for instance, Solomon Crowe, aka Sami Callihan. He's been working house shows for like a year now. He still hasn't debuted.
I'm kind of pissed that he hasn't debuted.
He's getting repackaged again.
I don't know why. I thought the hacker gimmick was actually, for once, a great idea and completely original.
They want to repackage him again.
Is he ever going to appear on TV? Like, seriously?
Probably not. He's probably going to be stuck in house shows all the time.
Yeah, he's probably going to.
But that just goes to show. It goes to show with Vickie Guerrero, you could be the most hated person in the world, and when you turn face, the crowd's gonna pop so loud just because you're finally on their side now.
Yeah. I mean, you're fighting against the authority. You just had enough of Stephanie McMahon's bullshit.
If she was never married to Eddie Guerrero, she would never gotten a pop. Ever.
And I think Vickie Guerrero really is the success story that wasn't meant to be.
I think, I mean, that's.
In there with most people would say, they felt bad for her and some remorse, and they gave her that spot. But I'll tell you, she ran with it.
She did. I mean, let's face it. I mean, if let's say Eddie Guerrero was alive today, would she go where she is today? Would she be? I would say no, really.
She might still be there, just like.
She might be a manager. She might have managed Eddie Guerrero for a little while, but I don't know if she would have been the most hated manager. Like,
I don't think she would ever have been a GM either.
No, if Eddie stayed alive, nothing ever happened to him. The direction would be completely different. Probably something I wouldn't even think of to this day.
She was a great GM for the SmackDown. I thought she did a few years. I think she did pretty well with it. Because a lot of people couldn't stand her,
They felt bad for her.
Yeah. But hey, I can see her in the Hall of Fame next year. Don't be surprised. She deserves it.
A lot of people should be in the Hall of Fame there now.
Yeah.
Owen Hart, one of them.
Yeah. But anyway, let's get the show. Let's continue to following match. The next match of the night we had was after the Jimmy Uso and Luke Harper match. You had Jey Uso got on the mic. He called out Rowan, and they ended up being another match. So it ended up being Eric Rowan versus Jey Uso. Pretty short match as well. In the end, you had this Jey Uso hit super kick, goes for the top rope, gets the big splash, gets the win. Not much else to say about it. I guess it's a tie, so the Wyatt family got one, and the Usos got one. So, but I think in the end, really, the Wyatt family are going to win the title. Yeah, not much else I got to say about it. Really. So, Billy, if you have anything about the match, short match.
Not really. All I gotta say is, obviously, the Usos were going to win this match. The other Uso, just build up to the pay-per-view for the tag team titles, and it looks like the Wyatts are going to win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. And what about you, Piro? You have anything to say about the match?
Not really. It's basically the same as the match before. You knew who was gonna win, just so we could be like, oh, 1-1 even. Now we're even going to Sunday now, so it's just one of those had to be done matches.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And Paul, you have your say now. Go ahead.
Yeah, like Piro said, it somewhat had to be done. It was like a last-second effort just to build towards that match. It hasn't been had too much put into it. They haven't really put too much effort into it, really. So, it was a last-minute effort. Was it the greatest? No, it wasn't. Did it help them? Yeah, I guess you could say so, Jimmy Jimmy lost first and Jay won?
Yeah.
God, I can't tell them apart for the life of me. But, it built to the pay-per-view 1-1 tied, adds a little unpredictability, but the Wyatts are a little bit of a loose cannon. They're unpredictable, and you can't really control them, especially Eric Rowan. Eric Rowan has to what is his name? Luke Harper has to slap him around just to keep him in the ring. Yeah, I'm going crazy over here tonight, but yeah. Luke Harper has to bring smack Eric Rowan around just to keep control of them, so they're unpredictable. And we saw the attack that they laid down on the Usos after the match, and they mean business. So coming this Sunday, Money in the Bank, I wouldn't be surprised if they're different under the titles. And I'm honestly looking forward to it. If they're given the right amount of time, they could definitely put on a really good match.
Oh yeah.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think in the past they had good matches. If they have the time for it, if they let WWE get the ball run with them, they can really do with a good match. Definitely, I think they'll be happy. But I'm sure they'll get a rematch, the Usos, when they do lose the titles. They might get one at SummerSlam, something like that. But yeah. So any last thoughts about the match, or should I continue?
Not really.
Yeah, continue. But after the match, I actually forgot to say that there's a brawl, and then I think Bray Wyatt come on the Titantron. He cut a promo. He says that he's proud of his brothers, and says that when he climbs the ladder, he will begin a new era and be champion for all needy, pathetic people that is trampled to get to this point. And he then says everyone will then follow his message. That was after the Jey Uso and Rowan match. Yeah. That was short and sweet. Delivered it. Pretty much for promoting Money in the Bank. Good promo. Very good promo.
So far, I must say, Money in the Bank does have some pretty good build-up, and 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I think adding the briefcase, obviously, if they didn't add the second ladder match, I think it would have been a bit. What's the point? Call it Money in the Bank.
Coming next Monday on Raw, how many injuries are there going to be? Even leading up to that, there's so many NXT people injured. You got Bad News Barrett that's hurt. You got Mysterio that's hurt. There's a lot going on. So I'm sure WWE's a little bit worried going into this pay-per-view of possible outcomes.
And there's a lot of concussions as well recently. A lot of concussions.
Corey Graves is the second.
Corey Graves, yeah. Damn it. That's what he's doing.
Money in the Bank.
He's done. Sad to say, he's done.
WWE doesn't allow you to have more than 2 concussions.
Yeah, true that. He's in NXT, second concussion. He hasn't even been called up yet. Ziggler's had, I believe, 3 or 4. He's on the main roster, and he's a breakout star on the main roster. Corey Graves is somewhat in the middle when it comes to NXT, on the mid-card, upper mid-card, preliminary wrestler. I don't know. Injury prone. WWE's not a fan of that, so I don't know. I wish him the best luck.
They think Dolph Ziggler is that, so that's been reports. They think Dolph Ziggler is injury prone, so.
Ziggler's, yeah, he is.
Well, it's only been 2
over.
concussions, I'm afraid. Okay.
He's gonna steal his show. He's gonna take the Money in the Bank briefcase. Guarantee it.
See, if he can do it again. If he can do it again, hey. I'm not gonna say no. He's got a chance. But
2-time Money in the Bank.
Yeah. And I was gonna say there was something else after the Bray Wyatt promo. You had a little bit of a sightseeing of was it Rusev and Lana exploring USA, Washington DC, kind of. Did you realise Rusev is his sunglasses? I don't know, he ends up saying, I don't know, mascara or whatever there is. And yeah, we just talk about Obama and he's wastes his time, president, and stuff like that. Shooting on. And people would cheer her, didn't they? Got a pop when she was shooting on the USA? Fans are popping.
It's the cheapest way to get heat. It really is. Picking on the country. You pick on someone's country, you're gonna get heat. It's the cheapest way to do it, but they do it well.
Yeah, they do it. Yeah, exactly. But following that match, you had Naomi versus Alicia Fox. For what it was an okay match, It was, it's the first time they face each other, my knowledge. But But Naomi won. You know, she hit the final cut. The final cut. I thought that was Goldust move. But hey, but yeah, she won, and yeah, she beats Alicia Fox. Fortunately, Alicia Fox, who's been quite on a losing streak, isn't she? But for sorry for Naomi, yep, she wins, and Paige was in commentary. I think Cameron was on commentary, but we ain't got time to talk about Cameron on commentary, do we, guys? I mean, she was just. I felt my time.
You can shut them out.
I mean, Pio, why are you in 2 different YouTube channels? What the fuck? He's in 2, like, he got 2 YouTube channels at the same time. Okay, never mind. That's his new gimmick. But yeah, so overall the match was alright. It's kind of a tease, you know. It's going to be Paige versus Naomi at Money in the Bank. I think it could be a good match, you know. If they let them, you know, with the time schedule, it could perform a good match. Looking forward to it. At least it's not Cameron, you know. That's the benefit. I mean, she should have been in that release list, but hey, Total Diva saved her. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Billy, say about the match. The match.
Yeah, the match was good. It was decent for its time at the time. Yeah, Cameron just needs to shut her mouth. She's already lost the Paige like 3-4 times in a row. So.
Apparently she was off script or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But,
She can't talk. She can't talk. God Almighty.
She can.
Oh,
I still see Paige winning on Sunday.
It's just funny how she thinks she's something big when she's just nothing to.
Yeah. Who is she?
I mean, without WWE, what's she gonna go? She's gonna be modeling? Don't think so. Come on, please. I mean, probably like, I don't know.
Gold on that mic.
She'd be in the employment list, but anyway. But Piro, if you have to say about the match.
Right? I think the best part about that whole match, anything, was Theory the King Lawler checking out Paige's ass. Clear as
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that.
He leans back and looks at her ass. That was funny as hell.
Well, you know he digs young girls, so he's a bit of.
Can you blame him? If you were his age and you were on commentary and she was standing there, tell me you wouldn't either. I know I would.
Another thing, anyone listen in Chris Jericho's podcast today with Paul Heyman? Yo,
I haven't got
that
any
was
chance.
hilarious. Chris Jericho asks him, he asked him something about ECW, and then Paul Heyman goes, no, ECW was like prom. He goes, it's good to remember it, but you never want to bring it up again. He goes, if I want to go to prom again, I'll ask Jerry Lawler because he likes to date people who go to prom. That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Well, he kept changing. It must be kept about 10 changes when he had prom night or something. He had different type of girls. But yeah. Is there anything else you got to say about the match, or should I just? No?
Nah, that's the only thing I found good about that whole thing.
Yeah, nothing about Cameron.
Yeah, nothing about her. I got nothing to say that she hasn't said already.
That's good. We continue lastly to Paul. Say about the match.
I wasn't really too interested into the match at all. In particular, what really drew me in was the commentary, and not for a good reason. I really got to tell you, script or not, off script or not, whatever you guys want to call it, whatever political term, she was so unprofessional on commentary. It was ridiculous,
Yeah.
She seemed like that sloppy drunk girl at the bar that's just all over everyone and nobody knows what she's talking about. It sounded like, we were in the, straight in the ghetto and she was getting ready to fight someone. It sounded completely horrendous, You finally had a chance to, get some talking time in. Everyone watching Raw is listening, millions of viewers live across the world, and that's what you have to offer.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, no chance in hell, no way.
She doesn't belong in WWE if you're gonna behave like that. To be honest with you, I mean, why? I mean, you can tell when she was doing the entrance with Naomi when they do those, Funkadactyl shit, and you could see her face was so angry, and then Naomi's was like smiling and everything. You can tell who's like the face and who's the heel. I mean, Cameron's just turn that heel. I mean, nobody likes her.
He's jealous. The storyline's gonna break off into them, you know, both going into singles competitor roles. You know, that's what's gonna happen. Naomi's gonna get her chance for the Divas title against Paige at Money in the Bank. She's gonna lose. You know, they're gonna go at it. It's gonna break off. And then they're gonna die down.
Yeah, it's gonna go into Total Divas too, by the way.
Oh, yeah, have to be about Total
Divas. It really is. Yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous. It really is.
That's why they're doing this.
Did you hear that rumor about that? Instead, they're gonna turn Naomi as a heel than Cameron. Did you hear
better
that?
Better off, because she could let her wrestling do the talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got more potential than Cameron. Cameron doesn't have anything. I mean, the only thing saving her is Total Divas, as I said before.
Last time she did something good was that DDT on like 4 months ago or 3 months ago or something. That was a great DDT, and I'll give it to her. But ever since then and prior to that, you have not shown up. I don't know where you've been, but you haven't shown up.
Still trying to maybe not learn anything from Tough Enough, I guess. Maybe she needs to be in the new Tough Enough series. Yeah, maybe. I don't think that's going to.
I haven't seen her be in. Is Kevin Steen tough enough?
Oh, please.
Dude, if he's tough enough, we know who's winning now.
With a landslide. But yeah. So, yep. I think we should move on now. We had enough of that Divas match.
Everyone's had enough of that.
Yeah. That's time. But it doesn't get better. We have Titus O'Neil in action against.
So it does get better.
Does it? Against Bo
and
Alice. Yes. Hero's excited because he's a believer.
This was my bathroom break.
I wish it was my time, but no, I didn't feel like going to the toilet that time. But yeah, nothing much to say about this.
I have a lot to say.
Tyler's just kind of done the backbreakers, and then he got to the corner. He did running ball, the bulldog, and got the wish. And he was just doing this around the ring, and that's about pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's it. What else have I got to say about Bo Dallas? Already said about him a few shows now, so yeah, nothing interests me. Still doing nothing, not feuding with anybody. I don't care about him. But yeah. So, Billy, you have anything to say about this really squash match? Really?
Oh, this was my bathroom break, and Titus O'Neil just getting buried worse every day. That's all.
I feel sorry for him because I thought he had something, actually. I know some fans might think he doesn't have any, but I thought he's better than people like Big E, and I thought he had something.
Yeah.
And they wasted time what they done to him. They broke it up on the prime-time players, but hey.
I don't see anything special on Bo Dallas either, so.
Nah. So now we move to the fan of Bo Dallas, Mr. Piro himself. I bet you have a lot to say.
I started off saying, as in the great words of a great man, John Bradshaw Layfield, the streak lives.
Oh,
the man is 9-0.
He's not Goldberg.
Think it in. 9-0. 9-0. The man is a genius on the mic. He might have an occasional butter. He might have butterfingers, but
he looks like a Down syndrome kid.
It looks like some kid you wouldn't want to go to, like, if you want to go bingo, is that there?
Right? Moving. If you want to do better, great man, great individual.
He's the waiter.
Big fan.
Man.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, no bow time. Go back to NXT or get released. Oh no, he can't go back to NXT because he's not allowed to be there.
They'll throw him out again.
Oh yeah, that was funny. That was hilarious. With those fake cops, put him in that little car, like a golf car. That was the funniest thing I have to. But it's a funny thing you say that JBL. he didn't even like him at NXT or whatever. And now he's like donking the guns when he's now in the main roster. He's like, oh, this Bo Dallas, this Bo Dallas, that. You know, it's like
9-0. Oh, the streak lives.
I hope the bloody streak ends sooner or later.
Oh, it's not ending. He's gonna go like 165-0.
Get Roman Reigns in the ring and have him spear him about 100 times.
No.
Roman Reigns should bury him. That's what I want.
He speared
Bo
him
Dallas
before, he speared him again.
He can beat Rusev, he can beat Big E.
No, you
He
can't.
can even beat Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, okay, he's gonna get buried by those guys. Rusev's just gonna fucking hit him once and it's over. That's it.
It's kind of, yeah, because now he's
No.
facing, about Bo Dallas now, I just realised, he faced like a, who's it, heel? Like, Tyson Hill was a heel, I mean,
Yeah.
what a fight.
Yeah, but as far as credibility goes, he hasn't really climbed the ladder yet with the opponents he's defeated.
Yeah, I know.
As long as he was reigning
He
champion.
has impressed me, I'm sorry.
Until he actually fights somebody like above a jobber, then maybe.
But you still get no reaction from the crowd.
Yeah, people are just like,
No one cares, but so,
Prime player.
everybody
Anyway.
like,
anyway, let
Even
Paul have his
about betting WrestleMania.
Forget about WrestleMania, he ain't even worthy to get even on the pre-show on there. So, so forget about that. So now Paul, let Paul speak, damn
He'll
it.
be on Money in the Bank somehow.
shut up, people,
No,
Dallas, man. Shut up.
I'm gonna
I need a
Shut up. Shut up.
I gotta get a bunker.
Paul, just talk, forget about it.
Paul's trying to talk and you're
I'm
talking.
pretty-
Shut up.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is running off.
Go home, you're drunk.
One could say the same for me too. You know, anything could happen when we're live. But no, when it comes to Bo Dallas, I didn't really care for the match. But when it comes to Bo Dallas, you either like him or disgusted by him. He really is the ultimate antagonist, and I believe there is more to his character than we've seen so far. I think it is going to break off into a more of a a serious gimmick than what we're seeing now. And he really has that ability to antagonize people and get under their skin. You really like him or you hate him. So let's see where he goes. He is pretty smooth in the ring. He has a good flow. Not much of a moveset that I've seen from him since NXT till now. But, there's a chance. He has potential. He is very young, and we'll see what happens with him. Like Piero said, Piero's billing him like he's Bray Wyatt right now, but that's okay. So, we'll see what
He
happens.
thinks he's a main eventer at WrestleMania or something, but anyway.
I would
I
bill
see
him
what
as
you're
John
saying.
Cena.
He's trying to call it dark horse, the needle in the haystack before it happens, and I understand that. But he will be more than what people think he's going to be, but he's not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he's going to be great. But you can't really say because you look at Husky Harris and Bray Wyatt, and the revelation is crazy. So you can never really say.
No, you can't.
Father's a legend.
But at the moment, he's not impressed with me. He hasn't really said that yet. So
And if you guys
I
want
don't
to
know.
tune
Maybe it's the gimmick. I don't know.
next Sunday, 6 p.m., Pierre will be hosting his weekly Bo Dallas seminar live on Google Hangouts.
Not on my show though. Maybe on his.
No.
On his YouTube channel. On his
Okay.
YouTube.
Bo Dallas Horoscope goes live, 6 p.m.
Okay, he'll get no views. Alright.
I don't.
I'll give-
He'd be
I bet
busy
Bo Dallas was
tweeting.
watching.
Oh, yeah. He'd be busy tweeting Bo Dallas on Twitter all day.
Yeah.
Hey, you got an inspirational one. 9-0.
Okay.
I gotta give it to him. When he called, I believe Titus O'Neil, he called Titus O'Neil Butterfingers. That had me laughing. That was good.
That had me, say, Boz is stupid.
It gave Doc a quick chuckle.
He gave it like a little second of laughter there.
No, it gave me all, let me go to the bathroom again.
Butterfingers.
Yeah, even though great John Bradshaw Layfield is all about him, then what's there not like?
Oh, so whatever JBL says, so that means he's right, and we have to follow.
So
what
JBL jumped
says.
off a bridge, you're going to jump off a bridge too?
I didn't say I followed him, but I'm saying he's a good insider.
I prefer to follow the buzzards than follow JBL.
Yeah. JBL sometimes he...
No.
I believe in Seth Rollins, so.
Yeah.
Just believe.
Yeah.
Believe.
No.
In Roman Reigns.
Believe.
Yeah.
It's believe.
If we make any more Bo Dallas references on this show, I'm signing off for good.
Yeah, I think it's enough about Bo Dallas. Just carry on. With it.
Bo Dallas this month, so
We'll leave him
even
alone.
Dallas until in July.
I'm gonna next
Nope.
time. I'm not going to say about Bo Dallas. That's yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna skip it. We're not gonna talk about it.
Exactly. Just because
All
of
right, Bo.
Kimura.
Bo,
Oh, alright. It's great. Carry on. Yeah. Okay, so we moved on from that, from Triple H coming out, you know. He had the gold briefcase. First time ever. We haven't seen a gold briefcase. But he says that always he does what's best for business, you know, same old, same old. That is not a catchphrase. Why he decided to make the Money in the Bank. He says the match gives someone the ability to write their future. And then he announced the members of the people going to be in the Money in the Bank. Yeah, no surprise, the first one was Kofi Kingston. I mean, we knew that he was going to be in anyway, so because of his special spots, he does. And then it moved to Jack Swagger, which I was kind of surprised, but anyway, he's been losing a lot. But then it moved to the third one, Dolph Ziggler, which was great. You know, he's going to steal the show.
Wickie's gonna win. Ziggler is gonna win it for all the fans watching right now.
hopefully.
Mr. Money in the Bank 2 times.
He's going to do it. Is he going
That'd
to
be
be? Is he going to be CM Punk? Is he going to tie his
He'll
record?
tie him. He'll tie Punk and Edge.
Edge, yeah.
Then he'll quit.
It's gonna be Seth Rollins.
Quit.
He quit. What? Oh yeah.
What?
It's not Batista. It's not Batista.
Uh,
Right? Batista quit
Wait,
how many
quit.
times?
Money in the Bank twice, you quit.
Yeah, he's not gonna quit. He ain't gonna quit. He could have quit long. If he
There's a
would,
difference
he could have quit a
between
long time ago. But yeah. Anyway, let me
He'll
finish. So let me finish. So
God,
the
wait.
last guy we had RVD as well. In the Money in the Bank. Obviously, he's Mr. Money in the. He's that Mr. Ladder guy. You know, he does that. Specialty of ladder matches, and then you had Bad News Barrett as well as the last guy, of course. But you know, he should know. Yeah, he has to have Bad News in there. But you know, one hand he's IC champion, so we're not going to see the United States champion defending this title or the IC defending it. So he's going to lose credibility to the titles, really. But
he's in there to make match quality better and the overall experience better for the performance, but considering this recent shoulder injury he's just, you know, acquired, who knows if he's even going to be in it at all, so they might need to find a replacement. And from what it seems, you know, the shoulder injury on the SmackDown tapings on Tuesday was pretty serious, dropping the F-bomb all over the place.
Yeah.
oh, dear. Maybe I'm sure it's censored. Must be censored. So I'm sure. But yeah.
I'm blaming it on Jack Swagger.
Yeah, but yeah, well, he gave Dolph Ziggler a concussion one time as well, so yeah.
It happens. You can't do anything about it. It's wrestling.
Yeah,
Expect
I
the
know,
worst.
it's not ballet. It's not ballet. Wrestling. This is what you signed up for. If you're gonna get bumps, you're gonna get your kicked ass. You're gonna get chucked over a roof or something. You know, this is gonna happen. You know?
The wrestling business has more setbacks and roadblocks, I think, than any other business out there today. It really does, you know. Expect the worst and hope for the best at the end of the day.
You're gonna get injuries. You know, you're gonna have surgeries.
Got McPherson's been out for a while.
Yeah, it kind of sucks if if he's out for a long time because his gimmick's really growing with him and the crowd loves it. So
No more.
kind of disappointing.
He's at the peak of his gimmick right now.
It's the best gimmick. They got everything perfect for him. They can't mess it up. They can't change anything. It's in the right time frame. So yeah. But yeah, so you obviously have Seth Rollins in the match as well, in the Money in the Bank. He could be one of the favourites, you expect. I know Paul is going with either Dolph Ziggler or Seth Rollins, I'm sure. But yeah, he could win it, you know. He could win it. Yeah, if he does, hey.
Predictable.
You know, he's going to do those high fly spots as well. He's not going to be the only guy. You know, Kofi Kingston, RVD won't be the only guys doing it.
Dean Ambrose is going to cause Seth Rollins to crash and burn, and Ziggler, the underdog, is going to climb up there out of nowhere and take it. They're going to be focused on each other too much, and no one else in that match actually has the chance of pulling down that briefcase, or at least in my opinion.
Yeah, we will discuss about Dean Ambrose going to be later on the review. So.
Yeah, sorry for the spoiler.
You kind of spoil it, but anyway.
Not even Not even a spoiler. Get out of here.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I might as well say it. Yeah, Dean
It's not a
Ambrose.
spoiler. It's your
Dean
opinion.
Ambrose.
It's your
Yeah.
opinion.
I'm kind of spoiled. I didn't watch Raw this week.
Oh, you want a spoiler?
Too
John
late.
Cena and Brock Lesnar are gonna be at SummerSlam. Oh my God.
But
What?
More
Brock
than that.
We're definitely talking about that later on.
Let me get back to finishing. So, yeah, Dean Ambrose is in the match, in the Money in the Bank match. Because thanks, Paul, for saying it. So I might as well say it. He's in he's in the match as well. So
Right.
he's gonna, he might cost Seth Rollins the match. So we'll see. But anyway, you had after Triple H said all the guys who's going to be in the Money in the Bank. He introduced his guy, his golden boy, Seth Rollins. Grabs the mic. He says he doesn't understand why people haven't moved on from his betrayal, because people challenge, you sold out, you sold out. They still want him be with the Shield, but then he says that he's moved on. It doesn't matter. He says that they all loved Ambrose and Reigns, but they got to the top because of Rollins, and he created the Shield. Without him, there's no Shield, and every right to destroy it. So, and he says that they can call him a sellout, but on Sunday he'd be known as Mr. Money in the Bank. And then RVD comes out to interrupt him. And then RVD says he doesn't think he's taken very seriously, and then Rollins got on the mic again, so he took him seriously in 2005.
That was good.
Oh, that was good. I mean, even that was pretty good. And he says RVD says he was main event in pay-per-views in 2005, and that he's a former champion. I'm saying that Seth Rollins was in the Indies when he was having the gold and winning success.
I believe in 2005, that was right around the time that the Age of the Fall broke up with Tyler Black and Jimmy Jacobs. A little later. They were a little after that, but it was close to that time period.
Yeah, pretty much. But it ends up after that segment. It ends up being a match with RVD versus Seth Rollins. I thought it was a pretty damn good match. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't long. No, it was kind of short, really. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was alright. Could have been a bit longer. Could have been, it could have been a pay-per-view match. But Ambrose kind of interfered. Again, it was. But Seth Rollins won by no DQ, and that was it. Because he did the curve stomp, and then Ambrose interfered after that. But RVD kind of looked confused because he took his time going down. I don't know. It's just me.
I don't know.
He didn't hit it. He didn't do it properly. Seth Rollins, because RVD was supposed to do it. I think he was supposed to be going. I don't know. It's too low, or I don't know. It was a mix-up with RVD. I don't know. But overall, it was a good match. Yeah. But the finish, of course, it was no DQ. Dean Ambrose interfered. No surprises. Yeah. So yeah. So Billy, Luke, you want to go ahead and say about the Triple H segment and the match after that? Really?
Yeah, it was a good segment between Triple H and Seth Rollins, and then you got RVD that comes out and says, while I was main eventing pay-per-views, you were asking your mommy to pretty much watch me wrestle, and then he goes, it's not 2005 anymore. That was pretty funny. The match was decent. I knew Ambrose was going to come in here, like always, that not fall, but anyways, it was good.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yep, that's right. So it moves now to Piro. Your thoughts on the Triple H segment and the match after?
I thought it was good, but I was really hoping they would have put someone like Big E or Rusev in there just to have that big power in there. But I understand what they're doing with that because they needed a ladder match, need high flyers, they need that oh my god moment, and all the people in there can't produce that. RVD will do something psycho. He'll probably try to 5-star off a ladder. And then Kofi will do something nuts. And then Seth Rollins, he's going to try to outshine everyone, but he's going to be derailed by Dean Ambrose the entire time. As soon as Seth Rollins attempts to go get that money, he's going to fucking drop him into a ladder or into a table. He's going to do something dangerous. And then Dolph Ziggler will come up, win it, champion at WrestleMania. The whole world changes, leaving the show off. And then the match that happened, I thought that could have been actually a really good match. RVD, yeah, he's old, but he still actually produces. Seth Rollins is just good in general, but then you got Dean Ambrose coming out, psycho as always. So that, of course, that was going to happen. Anytime Seth Rollins appears on screen, Dean Ambrose is going to be around. So remember that, because you ain't going to see a Seth Rollins without Dean Ambrose for a while.
He's in the ladder match because he's getting his ways. He says, I think after the match he said, I'm gonna, if you don't insert me in the ladder match, I'm gonna just walk in the Money in the Bank and just do what I like. I'm just gonna be in the match, whatever it takes. So,
Mike again.
Kind of scared. Scaring the authority in Seth Rollins.
Yeah, Seth Rollins was nervous about it.
Pretty much, you tell. But for Paul, if you have your say about it now.
Something Piero said really resonated with me. For the next couple months, wherever Seth Rollins goes, Dean Ambrose isn't going to be very far behind. So they're going to be working together for a while. And, they've done it in the past, and they're going to do it again. They've done it as a team in WWE. They feuded with each other in FCW. So there's a lot of good things to come with that. This segment from Triple H was good, announcing all the Money in the Bank candidates, all the people that will be in the match. It's been long anticipated since Seth Rollins announced it on WWE Main Event. So I was really looking forward to it. For the most part, I believe it was four names I figured would be in there. I got, I think, 2 wrong. So I'm happy with the outcome of it. I think it'll produce a good show. It'll produce a good match. Fans will be into it. Going into the match, even before the match, the Rob Van Dam segment and the Seth Rollins segment with Triple H in the ring was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Seth Rollins was the first to fire shots, and RVD got him back twice actually. So I don't think a lot of people were expecting that from Rob Van Dam. The crowd popped and they were cheering for him, and that's just something he's been disturbing for a long time coming. But after this pay-per-view, I don't know if we're going to see him again for a little while, but that's a different story for a different day. So going into the match, I thought it was a good match. I enjoyed it. Had the potential to be a great match, but given the time slot they were afforded, they didn't really have that much to work with. They did good. Good flow through the match. They have good chemistry for guys that don't work together that much. So I'm all for it. I wouldn't mind seeing it again either. That's pay-per-view quality match if they're given the time. Even the curb stomp at the end, he did hesitate a little, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, it mixed up.
Ask them to say that hesitation made it look even better because he literally went headfirst into the mat. So yeah, I thought it was a good curb stomp, good ending. Right before we go for the pin, Dean Ambrose, lo and behold, shows up. Nobody was expecting that. So they got their own little thing going. And like I said in the beginning, it's going to go on for a while. So get used to Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. And that's the main reason I see Ziggler winning, because they're going to be too caught up with each other and focusing on each other during the main event match, the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah. Spot on. So I think, as you said, it's like the ladder match. It's going to be full of high flyers in it compared to the other match, which would be more like a powerhouse guys. There's not really many high flyers in the other match, so it's just. I think he could steal the show. He could even do better than Vickie. The Vickie title, Money in the Bank. So. Okay. You just got to see, and Dean Ambrose was just crazy as hell. What can I say about that? Gets what he wants in the day. Can't mess with Dean Ambrose. Yeah, but after that we had some backstage. He end up having Steph Ron begging Ambrose to be in the match. He ends up Triple H accepts. He'll be in another match. So. Moving on from that, you had IC title championship match. You had Bad News Barrett defending it against Dolph Ziggler because Ziggler beat Barrett on SmackDown, I recall. In a match, he gets opportunity for the IC title. I thought that again. I thought it was match of the night for me. I thought they have faced each other before, but this was just a great match. They really do have chemistry, these guys. I mean, really, really enjoy it. I think these guys could even, like, going for the world title, like having like a main event spot, and there was still the show. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Barrett regains his title. He's still the IC title. He did the ball hammer in mid-air, so that was kind of different. Badass. Best finisher right now. What can I say? My boy is still champion. Sorry, Paul Dolphs for losing. But Bad News Barrett has to be still IC champion. Believe that. But yeah, great match of the night for me. But Billy, if you have, go ahead to comment about the match.
Oh yeah, the match was really good. Really back and forth. Ziggler sold that bull hammer really good in midair. I gotta tell you, he can sell moves really good. Ziggler.
He can sell, like I said before, he can sell a broomstick.
Yeah. he's just good. I don't know why this guy is not like a main eventer. This guy is so awesome.
Because he's injury prone apparently in WWE guys.
Yeah, I know.
That's why bloody. I don't think he's that injury prone, but hey.
Yeah, I know.
It's ridiculous. But anyway, move to Piro. You have to say about the match.
I thought it was decent. Anything Dolph Ziggler in lately is good because he makes the match look better with all the way he sells everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a DDT, it could be a drop. He'll make it look like he just got hit with a ton of bricks. But anything is good. And I'm really sorry that he got injured, but Bad News Barrett, I've been like on him since he won the IC championship. So those two in a match together, it was pretty good. So I would give it a 2 thumbs up as a good match on that one.
Definitely. Yeah. Can't disagree at all for that. Yeah. So continue with. We say.
Paul? Let's see if Paul's ready.
Oh, Paul. Oh, look at this. Oh,
here.
it's just the couch. It's just the couch there.
When we don't keep talking and talking, when it's his turn, he's not there.
Yeah.
We're done early.
Hello.
He's not there.
I mean, I could go for Paul.
That means the Wyatt family took him again.
I'm right here. Don't worry. I'm just doing something real quick.
Oh, okay. We don't care about Paul's opinion. Let's move on.
Sorry. Go ahead. Let me get my opinion, get it over with, I guess, since you guys are so quick to move on without me. That's okay. I can handle it.
Don't cry. Jeez.
Take care of myself. I can handle it. But yeah, moving on.
You're a big boy now.
Be completely honest, Bad News Barrett and Dolph Ziggler have great chemistry, and like all of you already pointed out, all the fans saw it on TV, all the fans in the arena. Dolph Ziggler sold the shit out of the fucking bull hammer elbow. The gum went flying. I believe it was gum at least. Went flying out of his mouth into like the 5th row. Who knows where that gum went? But yeah, I enjoyed it for the most part. And Dolph Ziggler is a guy with a catchphrase, and it's not just a catchphrase. He really does go out there, and no matter what kind of stupid match he's booked in or what he has to do, he steals the show. The fans are over with him, and everything really works. And he can say something corny on the mic, and it doesn't. Fans don't care. They're not going to criticize him about it because the wrestling does the talking. The personality does the talking. So Ziggler is a guy definitely heading towards a push. And now with Bad News Barrett being injured, if it's as serious as it seems, because I think he probably has like a torn rotator cuff or something in his shoulder. I know it's dislocated, but it could be more than that. When you dislocate a joint, it's very easy to tear a muscle or strain yourself. So I'm a big fan of Bad News Barrett, and I hope that isn't what happened. He is on a great momentum roll, and he is moving forward, and people are really behind the gimmick. So I don't want that to happen. I'm not going to cost Barrett an opportunity just so Ziggler can be afforded one. But it's unfortunate. If it does happen, Ziggler is that guy. You better be that guy. But he's going to win Money in the Bank anyway, so it's completely irrelevant. How do you guys feel about that? How do you feel about Dolph Ziggler winning Money in the Bank for the 2nd time? It's already a spoiler.
I'm down for that. I like
Well,
that.
Then I'm afraid I've got some
I'm
bad
just-
news.
damn it, you stole it from me. I was gonna say, I'm afraid I've
Man, I
got
like-
some bad news.
But I see a swerve.
It's gonna be Barrett. He's gonna be the first time holding the IC title and the Money in the Bank at the same time.
There's no way. There's no
How are
way.
you gonna do that with his fucked up
Who knows?
shoulder? Tell me.
You gotta
Well,
realize he didn't.
he's overcome the odds.
Yeah, but you gotta. No, there's no way. He didn't even get his X-rays yet. He's got X-rays sometime today or sometime tonight. So he hasn't even had X-rays yet. So
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about
I don't think
the
he should be
injury
working
that
any,
much.
I don't think he'd be working any live events. So they
yeah,
can.
he's definitely gonna have at least the next week or two off. Just
I'm
to
gonna
recuperate.
say he's better show up next Monday to Raw. That's all I gotta say.
Be a shot at Money in the Bank. I don't want him to say.
He'll definitely.
I'm gonna be in attendance for Raw, so I need him to be at Raw.
Okay.
That's who I want to see, and he better be there.
Yeah, exactly. He says it. He says
I
it.
pay good
Should
money
be
to
there.
listen to
Well, CM Punk's already confirmed by Dave Meltzer, so you got that to look
Yeah, I
forward to.
heard that.
Yeah,
That's why I'm going.
Yeah. Dale Burnson says about everything. Who believes that bull crap?
Yes, Shawn Michaels has come back too, guys.
So is
So
Bret
did-
Hart.
No, you know who is coming back though? Steve Blackman in the Blue Meanie.
Nah, Steve Blackman's coming back. Believe that.
Ah.
He's
Good
gonna
time.
come back. He's gonna come out from his was it reality show he does or whatever he does. And he comes back and just knocks out everybody. Those sticks just knocks out Cena's head off.
To be
That'd be fun to watch.
Bellator title.
That'd be sick. Sick. But yeah, let's continue. We don't want to get off topic. Any last thoughts about Bad News Barrett match with Dolph Ziggler? No?
I'd like
No.
to see them work together again. I'd really like to see them work together again, to be quite honest. And Ziggler's a guy
Yeah.
out there.
Sunday.
Yeah, I think I would like to see a long feud with them. Yeah, I agree with
That would be a good feud.
Yeah.
It would work in both favors.
IC title or not, I like the feud.
The Internet Championship.
No, he's not Zack Ryder. He's better than that.
I'm still surprised Zack Ryder didn't get.
Isn't that title burned already? The internet title, isn't it gone?
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't get released. But anyway.
Like, what are they using him for? Like, there's some people that should have got released that didn't.
Still one or two I would have released. Yeah. And,
Like 20% of the current roster.
but yeah,
I would release John Cena.
we will. Nah,
If anybody, I'm not even a Cena fan. If you're a promoter, a booker, whatever you are, whatever your relationship with the company is, and you release John Cena, you're a fucking moron.
Oh, the mouse. This is
Guy is a
What's your
money-
language, boy?
might be the reality era, but we're still PG.
We need to censor that, but anyway.
Censor that.
The boys in the back are hitting that censor button pretty hard tonight.
Pretty pressing those buttons deep and
completely
hard.
honest. Be completely honest, though. As much as all three of you hate John Cena, would you fire him if you were the promoter?
Hey! I don't hate the guy. I said this many
No one said
times.
I hated John Cena. I said I hated John
Take it
Cena.
easy,
the
fella.
best
Take it easy.
I think he's a good American.
Regardless, though, if you hate him, you love him, you like him, whatever the scenario is.
He's
would you fire
Superman. Come on.
him? You.
I don't like that this couch is talking to me.
Well, that's what Paul is now. He's a couch.
It's Louis Vuitton, and you'll never get your until you're like 60 years old. So you better
He's trying to.
be here much longer.
That's what he is now. The couch. He's transformed to a couch.
I can't stand looking at you guys anymore. I need some alone time.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Big headed burger there.
You have that lone time later.
Yeah. You can do your lotion time in it.
Oh my god.
Double.
Is that a shot at somebody?
No. No shot now.
Who's taking shots?
We're not taking shots on this show. We're
You
not.
just said lotion time, not the shot at somebody I used to know. I'm not gonna say his name.
Yeah. Yeah, but that wasn't for him, by the way. No, so don't get too excited. Anyway, we
what
need
else we
to
got?
get back to track. Yeah.
I missed it.
Okay, so let's continue. So after the break from the Bad News Barrett and Dolph Ziggler match, we had the Vickie Guerrero match with coming out with the Eddie Guerrero theme song, which was just bring back memories of like. One stage, I thought Eddie Guerrero was going to come out and say, "Hey guys, I lie and cheat and steal over these years. I'm not dead. I'm still alive. You know,
Oh my God.
I stole all your hearts, and I'm still."
You should have did that. That would have been classic. That would have been a swerve.
I know. Yeah, that what was it kayfabe thing did it a few minutes ago. Yeah, it bring back me a bit about memories because I was a big Eddie Guerrero fan, so it just made me think 2005, 4, 3, 3,
Probably back in 1998.
98, yeah, in the 90s, it's just I thought wow, but then after that you had Stephanie McMahon, she wasn't wearing her ring gear, which we knew. And he ended up having sending out her little servants.
It was a pudding match. His favorite
match. Yeah, pudding, chocolate, yay. So it's
Got
like
out
swine.
I love pudding.
Cody Hall.
Nothing.
Cody Hall.
Really?
Cody Hall.
You can't top pudding unless you put Stephanie McMahon in it.
Oh yeah, good old chocolate cream all over.
At least you're going in the chocolate. At least it wasn't like a swamp or anything like that. So,
Because that's what they do in England. They put their women in swamps. We don't do that here in America.
No, we put them in the kitchen.
At least,
and we don't.
Yeah, at least it wasn't shit. At least it wasn't shit.
Well, a lot of them work. Yeah, at least exactly. I mean, I wouldn't mind, jumping in that pool. I don't care. But yeah, so we had Layla coming out with Rosa Mendes randomly with Alicia Fox, and they were just gaining up on Vickie. And then Vickie ended up throwing all three of them eventually, each one by one, which was pretty priceless. Was quite funny. And then from behind, because she was doing the yes, yes chant, and then Stephanie McMahon just, pushed her, or used her knee to push her, to the pudding pool. And then after she got out of the pudding pool, you had, she was like, na 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 na, hey, goodbye, And then she turns around and sees Vickie's pissed, and then Vickie grabs her from the air and just throws her into the pudding pool. That was just brilliant, It was great, Loved it. Great. Everybody got a pop for it. Everybody cheered. Triple H wasn't there to save her day. Where was he? Well, he's busy using his shovel. But yeah, it was great. I know Stephanie McMahon obviously won, but she leaves on a high note. She leaves the WWE after 9 years. She at least it didn't embarrass her. For over the years they have embarrassed her a few times, and I didn't like it. She's a Guerrero. She's a warrior. She's
gonna go to TNA.
Oh please! Oh please!
What happened to Guerrero when they went to fucking TNA and didn't use them for sure?
Little Chavito.
Yeah.
Chavito Heat.
Chavito Junior.
Oh, my nephew.
But, yeah.
Him and Hernandez, they could have built that so much better. Him and Hernandez actually had potential to be something good, and they completely utilized it the wrong way.
Well, I tell you the first mistake they had with that. They were in TNA.
Okay.
They don't know how to book people there.
Yeah,
we know that. They're all a bunch of former WWE writers.
Look at TNA, and it's always about the bad guy, it seems. And the bad guy's never good enough to sell that angle.
Did you guys see the 6-sided ring in the ballroom?
I like the 4-sided ring, but it did look good. I liked the look.
No, I liked it when they were 6-sided.
It looks pretty cool. I like how they're doing just for the New York tapings.
No, but it does bring something to TNA, you know, different from WWE. Yeah, it might not be a big improvement. Hey, he's not going to give them big ratings or whatever.
What I didn't
It's going to be
understand,
different, stand out.
it does make them stand out in a way, and it does bring back some nostalgia for fans that could have stopped watching, and they could have seen this and said, "Hey, let me check this out again."
It was the good days when they were good.
What I didn't understand is why they would break the news like a half hour. It was like maybe 10 minutes or a half hour into Monday Night Raw, and Raw was hot at the time. So for you to break the news, you're trying to steal their thunder, and it's not going to work. And it's kind of similar to when WCW would announce the spoilers for WWE, like what they did with Mick Foley, and it completely buried them, and they never won in the ratings. Instead, they went down a hill, and they went under, they went bankrupt, and they're done now. So it is similar to that in a smaller sense. Why would you do that in the middle of that? You should have done it when nobody was expecting it. In the middle of Raw, no, you're not going to steal their viewers. It's not going to work.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
That's TNA. So
like ROH fans say, fuck TNA.
I can't disagree with them.
I love the
ROH fans.
I love the
fans.
I like the wrestlers. I just hate the people that run it.
Yeah.
They got talent. Just they don't know how to use them.
I just hate the idiotic person running the company.
I mean, Dixie Carter is not a great businesswoman. She does not know nothing about wrestling. I think she just needs to leave. Out of wrestling in general.
They had a very solid roster this time last year, so that was their time to run with it, and they didn't. And they're realizing now in the shortcomings, so hopefully they can redeem themselves. So far, what they've been doing, it seems like they're on the right path, so hopefully they deliver.
Yeah. So that's TNA. Let's get back to Raw. The Raw recap. You know, we can say so many things about TNA. You know, fix their problems, but that's TNA. It's going to take a miracle. It's going to take a miracle to get them back on how they used to be. But anyway, about TNA, about Raw. Anyway, about the Stephanie McMahon and Vickie Guerrero match. You end up, she lost, and then she celebrated by doing, the Eddie Guerrero talk. Doing that. And she goes. So the sunset. She's gonna go. I don't know. Do other things. She wants to do other things, and good luck to her. Whatever it's college or whatever she wants to do.
I know she wants to open up her own store.
Alright.
Steal from people.
Yeah. It's Billy. Yeah, what do you say about the match and Vickie Guerrero leaving?
Yeah, it was kind of cool how she came out to Eddie Guerrero's theme song. It brought back so many good memories of Eddie. And then you got the Eddie chants, and then you got Stephanie comes out, and I'm like, oh, no wrestling gear. Obviously, she's not gonna wrestle hard. Obviously, she's gonna have her woman henchmen, whatever you want to call them, henchmen right there that back her up. It
was like a strong henchman.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
They couldn't do nothing because Vickie kept dodging everything, like she was a beast.
Next Divas champion right there.
But then you got fucking Stephanie McMahon. Really, she's trying to do a Triple H high knee. Don't do that ever again. Don't do that.
That's a big thing.
And then she's sitting there singing and like dancing, like what the fuck? And then she gets thrown in there, and then Vickie does the little Eddie taunt, which was cool. And then pointing up into heaven.
Yeah, same. Thank you, to Eddie. Of course, everybody loves Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Tell me one guy who doesn't.
I grew up with him, watching him at the FCW days.
I mean, yeah, it's cool. But we move to Piro now. If you feel about the match and the Vickie Guerrero and Lee.
I thought the match was predictable. You knew Stephanie McMahon wasn't going to fight, obviously. But the cool part about it is, like everyone says, came out to Eddie's music. That's pretty cool. It's something you haven't heard in almost like 5, maybe more years. So it's cool to see that. That was probably the highlight of the whole thing. And then how she taunted him, gave him his respects the whole show. I was just one of them send-offs where that's the last time, like I said, you're going to hear anything about a Guerrero. So that's why they did it. But you knew from the beginning, even when Stephanie said it, that they weren't going to fight. So it was typical.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Great. We're all gonna miss Vickie Guerrero because I think she's one of the best heel managers as a female. I mean, great.
Even though how much annoying she was, she did her job.
Exactly. And that catchphrase she said, "Excuse me," you know, really got it for years. He never let go. The fans just booed the hell out of her, the building. I remember one time with Dolph when she was managing Dolph Ziggler in the ring, and she couldn't even say a word because it's just, you know, booing the hell out of her. I mean, Dolph Ziggler was just couldn't stop smiling and laughing, you know. It was just, yeah. Great. It's great. We're gonna miss her. I'm gonna miss her definitely. So it's gonna be really. I don't know. Lana's gonna take her. I don't know if Lana could replace her, but you have to see. You have to see. But now we move to Paul. You have to say that.
I don't think anybody ever expected her to be as successful as she was, you know, regardless of Eddie Guerrero or not. She did well with herself. She took the ball, she ran with it, and I thought she did well. You know, it's sad to see her go. Amazing. It really was, just like you said, to hear Eddie Guerrero's theme again. And for like a very split second, you know, the music hit so fast, and I wasn't even thinking of it at the time. I wasn't expecting it. And, you know, I just heard Eddie Guerrero's music for like the smallest second in time. I thought he was going to come out, and it's just like...
That's what I thought.
At one time, he was my favorite wrestler until he passed. Still one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. You know, but no, that's all right. Yeah, definitely cool to see her rock the Eddie Guerrero theme, pay homage to him on her way out, and she did well with her career. She's done very well with it. So I'm happy for her. You know, the match with Stephanie, of course, it wasn't a wrestling match, but sent out all the Alicia Fox and all them, her henchwomen to take care of the matter. It ended up all of them getting thrown into the pool of pudding. So
they might as well just jumped in without doing anything.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything like that in a long time, so I'm all for it, to be honest. But
last time I seen that,
King Lawler posted.
Vickie Guerrero's facial reactions, you know, throwing Stephanie in there, Stephanie slipping and falling and pushing the referee back down. Now, it really was. That and the opening segment that it did was actually great television, and I'd probably go watch it again.
And to be honest with you, it's not really PG-ish, is it? I mean, it's more of got a bit of edginess there. You wouldn't think a few years ago you would seen this in PG ever.
Two women that don't even step in the ring to wrestle provided such great entertainment on Raw. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was pretty good though.
Great
80%
television.
of the show did not even live up to half of that. 90. I don't even know. That could have been the biggest standout thing of the show, arguably.
Yeah.
Better than listening to Cameron.
Well, better than the Naomi match, and yeah, promising.
Better than listening to Cameron talk on the mic.
It was.
She's probably
Cameron on
the
the
worst.
mic, like a
She's
dog
the worst
on the
talker. I mean, I think dogs or cats could talk better than her. Well, I'm just saying. Sheesh.
Very sloppy and careless, to say the least.
And she's got a bad attitude. She is a sore out.
It's not the attitude. It seems she's just like, I don't know how to really explain it. It's so unprofessional, and
It's because
It's like she doesn't care. Like,
because she's a cold dude and she thinks she's hot shit.
She thinks she's
not like
God's
she doesn't
gift.
care. You gotta realize she's working. You have to have some care for the business in general, but
Oh, come on. She said her favourite match was a Melina against Alicia Fox on Superstars. That says it all.
I know. Stone Cold goes, "What? That's your favorite match of all time?"
That's how much knowledge she has about wrestling.
It was okay match. It's not the greatest of all time.
What, Superstars?
It's like the top.
Furious.
Oh my god. That's why she shouldn't. I don't know what WWE seen in her to sign her up. Please.
The fucking back though. That's why.
She can't talk. She can't wrestle, and she ain't hot.
Dinosaur.
God, Naomi has more potential than her.
She does. She does.
I let Tom has more potential than her.
Whoever has potential. Most of Mendes probably have more potential than her. But anyway, it's another day. Another day. This ain't the Cameron show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's continue. Let's continue. Followed by that, we had the Kofi Kingston match versus Jack Swagger for about 1,000 time. Didn't really care about it. The match it was okay. It was decent, not long. Kind of surprised actually Swagger won. he tapped out Kofi Kingston. I think the best thing about it was the reaction of Zeb Coulter. He's like, yes! Like, that was like, he's like, he never seen that Jack Swagger ever won a match before. He's like,
Right.
he's like, finally! He wins a match. You know, I was getting worried there. I might have to get a new guy, you know, maybe was it the Bunny? Maybe have the Bunny replace Swagger?
What up? Bunny is #1.
So maybe the Bunny could have her own streak, eh?
The Bunny is a rosebud.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Swagger wins. He actually wins the match. He's heading in Money in the Bank. We know he's not going to win it, but he's a former Money in the Bank winner. So. But who cares? Yeah, there's nothing much else to say about that match. What about you, Billy? You have anything to say about it? About the match?
Nothing really. It felt like it was a filler to me.
Yeah.
Just a filler, just get hyped for Money in the Bank because they're both in it, and that's really it.
Exactly. We've seen them about 1,000 times face each other. It's like they've been everywhere. Superstars, main event, whatever. Yeah. What about you, Piro? You have anything to say?
Yeah, I feel the same way. It was just they need minutes to fill up the show, so they just like, oh, you two are in the Money in the Bank, sure, fight, and then that's all it was. And then you got Zeb Coulter over there freaking out. Jack Swagger's gonna win Money in the Bank, but little does he know he's not even gonna come close. But yeah, it was just a filler. It was boring. It was what it was.
It was. I mean, they didn't even do anything for it. Like, they didn't do like an accident backstage or in a locker room or something like that, or argument to make this match. It's just randomly, really. Just put it out. You know what I mean? They just do that. They're like smack. It felt like it was SmackDown at that time. You know, just randomly put the match there. No build or anything. But anyway.
Alright, the couch's turn now.
Yeah, but now we'll go back to the couch if he's around. Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
couch.
You want to bounce?
Sorry, man. Perfect timing. What were you guys talking about?
We were
Swagger
talking about
versus Kofi Kingston match.
Chris
Do you have anything
Benoit
to say?
versus Gary Saturn match.
Wait, who?
Chris Benoit, Gary Saturn.
Yeah, very sad. I remember watching his match at main event last week. All right, who are you really talking about now?
Forget about him, he's drunk. About Kofi Kingston Swagger, the match we'll talk about. Not much to say about it. We didn't really talk much detail about it. But,
I think for the first time in a long time, I'm speechless. So,
yeah.
no comment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All we said was a time filler. That's all we said.
I'm not happy with either wrestler's direction, and the match wasn't anything more than lackluster, so I'm not going to go into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move along. There's nothing. That just says it all. I mean, it's just like this.
Ass.
Pretty much. Pretty much. But yeah. Let's continue. Really? Did it really deserve a clap?
Yeah.
Anyways, ignore that as fans. That was just nothing. We have a drum in here? Oh shit.
Oh shit, where'd that come from?
Wow, we're in the army. Fuck me.
Oh shit, the White family gave me a drum.
Where's Sergeant Smaller? Anyway.
Father.
He's gonna be what, the Iraqi gimmick now? Okay. Okay, but anyway, let's move along now. Continue. It doesn't even get better really. It's Biggie versus Damian Sandow. I mean, this is a pointless match. Squash. He was dressed up as Abraham Lincoln, was he?
Stand down.
Abraham Lincoln. My God, and he didn't even take his hat off. He didn't. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, I just feel sorry for the guy. He's just getting buried every week, and it's just too much. Yeah, he's taken it quite well. He hasn't quit. You know, many guys probably would just say, "I ain't doing this shit anymore. I'm done." You know, but he's funny on one hand, but one hand I feel sorry for the guy because it's stupid and he has potential. He should be doing so much better. This guy who last year won the Money in the Bank. Thanks to somebody killed that for him. Yeah, we know who that is. And everybody said, "Oh, he will be fine if after that." Yeah, where's anything shows he wasn't fine.
About that when it happened. When he lost.
But he lost. No surprise, Biggie won. He done some belly-to-belly suplex. Here's the big ending. He wins. Good. Don't know. Pointless. Yeah, but I'll move along. I don't know what else to say about it. Do Billy, you have anything to say about it?
I don't know.
It's a comedy match.
I don't know what to say. I'm just saying, Sandow getting buried and just using these lame-ass gimmicks they're giving them. And the match was nothing but a squash match, and that's it.
Yep. Pretty much it. But and you, Pio, you have anything to say?
I just gotta say it was good to see Abe Lincoln back in the ring. For that.
Coming back from the dead. But yeah.
Good to see WWE bringing back talent. Other than that, I thought it was a little squash match. It was, what's Sandow going to be this week? To be honest, he's been dressing up as each town they go in. When they come to Connecticut next Monday, I want to see when he dresses up then. That's going to be hilarious.
No wonder.
Do you have any famous people in Connecticut?
I mean, I'm going to that Raw, and it's going to be, I want to see how he represents my town.
He's going to make a joke of your town.
Yeah, he probably will.
My town, the whole world.
Sorry to break the news to you. but yeah. Abraham Lincoln, I mean, they did say, didn't they say in commentary he wrestled? Or what?
Wrestled.
Yeah, he had a wrestling background, yeah.
Not pro wrestling, amateur wrestling, of course.
Amateur wrestling, yeah, like wrestling. Like what Lesnar did.
Yeah, that kind of wrestling.
He was a beast back in the day.
Oh, he could have been the WWE champion, yeah.
Absolutely, he could have been the 18-time WWE champion.
If WWE was
Think
around.
about it. At the end of the day, Jericho invented Abraham Lincoln, so that makes Jericho the champion.
That's true.
Jericho did invent Lincoln.
He gave him
Jericho
the
invents everything, doesn't he?
Jericho invented WWE, so therefore Jericho is the WWE.
He invented
Jericho wasn't even born. He invented himself.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Jericho invented the top of that bird.
Earth itself. Without no Earth, there will be no Jericho.
Jericho invented the Undisputed Championship. Oh.
Jericho invented Thanksgiving.
Jericho invented the Undertaker.
NASA.
Yeah, we can go on forever and ever.
We can go
Jericho
on.
invented
Yeah, he invented Vince McMahon's dad. There you go.
Oh, shit.
There you go.
Yeah.
Jericho invented Jericho.
Jericho invented Classy Freddie Blassie.
Yeah.
Jericho invented Buddy Rogers. There you go.
Gorilla Monsoon.
Jericho invented Harvey Whippleman.
What is this coming game?
It's a W trend. Jericho invented Mike Awesome.
My God.
Hashtag that.
Michael P.S. Hayes.
Oh, okay. We're going to midnight.
Jericho invented Kerry Von Erich.
But, yeah.
Jericho invented Dean Malenko.
Oh, enough about that. Let's get back to tool review.
Jericho did not invent war.
Okay, he invented the world, and we get the fact. We
Jericho
get
invented
the message.
Jericho invented the universe, to be exact.
What the fuck?
Can we?
Jericho invented
Yes, please.
doing that.
Oh,
It's no longer called the Milky Way because Jericho invented it. It's called the Jericho Way.
He has.
Jericho has his own constellations now. That's how far he's spread throughout the galaxy.
He invented electricity. There you go. Happy.
No,
Okay.
that was Adam's haircut.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
He just never wore it.
Yeah. He has different hairstyles, you see. He gave me one of his hairstyles.
Jericho
now,
invented the next segment. Go.
enough with the Jericho thing. Just continue. Let Paul have his say about Damien Sandow if he wants to have any comment about it.
Jericho invented Damien Sandow, to say the least.
Oh.
Jericho
I'm just
invented.
kidding. All right, we'll get over Jericho insomnia, but
We've gone too far about it, yeah.
I think we went just far enough. But
Too much.
Jericho
Jericho invented going too far.
Oh my god. We're not gonna end the
Damien
show, are we?
Sandow's a guy who's been knocked down the totem pole. No one's been thinking highly of him very lately. Ever since his loss to Cena when he cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase, everything's been downhill from there. We haven't seen anything good from him, and to say the least, he has to go out there and do these ridiculous gimmicks like Abraham Lincoln and a fucking ridiculous dancer and any of the above, So, and he actually does it good. That's the thing. He's a guy that no matter how hard you knock him down, he's gonna fight even harder to build himself back up. And at the end of the day, no matter how long it takes, he'll be back on top at some point. He'll have another run. He'll have a couple of runs. I can guarantee that. Too strong-willed, too headstrong to just give it up like other people would. But the match itself, I did not care for the match itself.
I think no one cares. It was just a few seconds match. It wasn't even a match. But anyway. What else to say about it? That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like.
Jericho invented the title run.
Okay, can we just drop that, please? We're never going to end the show if you're going to keep saying that Jericho invented this, Jericho invented that, Jericho this, that. Okay, we get a picture. Let's get to the main event, because I really want to end this main event right now. Can we just get there, please? So the main event of the night was it was a handicap match, so it was a 3-on-4. So it was John Cena teaming up with Roman Reigns and the United States champion Sheamus against Alberto Del Rio, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, Cesaro. But what annoyed me was Bray Wyatt come out his entrance, I think, after Cesaro, was it? And then after it was Del Rio. Shouldn't have been Bray Wyatt at the end, and Randy Orton was at the end, and I thought, I don't know. I felt Bray Wyatt shouldn't have been like the middle of it. But about the match itself, it was a fine main event. I liked it. It was alright, decent. In the end you had Sheamus hitting the bros kick to win because even though John Cena had done 2 AAs for that, and then Cesaro did the uppercut, and then the bro kick come out of nowhere. Sheamus actually won, got the pin. And I was kind of surprised. I thought maybe it'd be Reigns, actually. Actually, I thought maybe the Bray Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt and the Orton team got confused there. The team got the win because they won SmackDown. They had a handicap match there, so I thought it would be tied, but it didn't happen. So it kind of made them weak. But you have Cena and other teams. Explains it, and then out of nowhere after the match, Kane comes out, destroys everybody. Just he's evil. Cena evil. That's what he does. Yeah, and then when he's just about to, does his pyro, who spears him? Roman Reigns spears him. Ends up standing tall with the title, saying, "I'm gonna win this." Money in the Bank, I'm going to be the champion, deal with it, Triple H authority, you're looking at a new guy here, possibly the new face of the WWE. So. But yeah, I thought it was a right match. My match, main event, could have been better. But yeah. So what about you, B? What you thought of the main event?
It was alright, it was just a rematch from SmackDown, just Money in the Bank for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Sheamus got the win this time, not Cena, but it was an alright match. What happened after the match was cool when Kane came out. He took everybody out, and then he took Roman out, and then you got Kane about to do his pyro, and then you got Roman that spears him, which was probably the best moment right there.
No, I liked it. Yeah, because Kane was chokeslamming everybody left and right.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's it. So what about you, Piro? What about the main event?
I thought it was just a display of how it was one of those matches where everyone does their finisher on each one just to prove, I'm going to get the upper hand on you, I'm going to get the upper hand on you. It was one of those matches where everyone tries to undo another, but then Kane comes down, and I knew as soon as Kane came down, he was going to be put into the match. I don't really see Kane's going to try to play a factor into the Money in the Bank match, but he's not even going to come close to winning. So it was just one of those Triple H like, oh, I got another hand on everyone in there. Here's mine. I'm going to have him come after Roman so you don't win. That's what that basically is.
He kind of, I think he's there to protect Randy Orton, to be honest with you, for the
That
first,
also,
because he's the face of the company.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you know, in his own words. But yeah, I mean, it was just a rematch from SmackDown. I'm not a fan of big rematches, because I prefer. They had it on SmackDown. They didn't need it on Raw, but hey, that's the booking for you.
Yeah.
But, Paul, if you want to have your say about the main event.
You know, very similar to SmackDown's main event, pretty much the same thing. You know, same thing on Raw that we saw 2 nights ago, was them putting all the superstars in the ring that will be in the Money in the Bank Championship match. Promoting that match, yeah, it's good. They did a good job of it 2 times. I don't know if I wanted to see it 2 times, but first time's Reigns got the pin, sealed the match as a fate. Second time that we saw 2 nights ago, we saw Sheamus get the win via the road kick. So it was okay. It could have been better, but it was still pretty good. I wasn't expecting Kane to come out and just lay waste to just about everyone in the ring. So that was expected, to say the least. I think he's going to play a part in not only the Money in the Bank Championship match, I think he's also going to play a part in the contract match as well, and trying to protect Seth Rollins. So we'll see where that goes. But yeah, it was a decent main event. I thought it could have been a little bit better, but overall I give Raw a 7.5.
Yeah, that's true though. I mean, I think you say Kane possibly won't win it, but if they're going with a heel champion, maybe he's one of those. They might give him a last run as champion and have him feud again with Daniel Bryan.
Because wasn't they talking about having Kane have a more title run or something?
Yeah. I mean, he deserves it. I'm not gonna.
Might be the swerve.
You never know. It could be unpredictable. You can't predict that Kane's gonna win. So yeah, it could be unpredictable.
I agree. He definitely deserves it, but if he gets it, I don't know if it's gonna work.
No, it
Depends on the booking, how they're gonna book it. If they're gonna just do what they did to Daniel Bryan in a way, because you have to be the right feuds, the right storylines.
Daniel Bryan can't return with that kind of momentum going back against Kane. I don't know. Either way,
he's the biggest underdog.
Not just that, when they announced Daniel Bryan can be showing up for Money in the Bank, the crowd was quiet. There was no reaction.
Yeah, but that was the pre-show. I mean, who cares?
He's gonna pop like crazy.
I don't know why they didn't care about it.
I know there was rumors about like on the dirt sheet saying that no one gave a pop on him because he was shown on the screen because he's going to be in pre-show. What's the cheer? He just had surgery. I mean,
I'm sure he wanted to go out. I'm sure he's probably backstage traveling with him still, so I'm sure he wanted to go out there. WWE is definitely the one that made the decision to keep him backstage if he was there.
Yeah, they want to play off today.
They're building up the comeback so he gets that huge pop and the fans are freaking,
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it when he comes back.
Yeah, he
I'll
might
be
not.
shocked. It's no reaction.
He might not be back in time for SummerSlam, but.
I don't think they should rush him. I think that'd be the baddest idea. If they rush him, it
He'll
could
be
go
ready.
all wrong for him. So don't rush him.
He has no feeling in his arm right now. But
Yeah. Don't like So,
he should take much time as it need to recover.
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. So I'm gonna rate Raw now. I'm gonna give it 7.5. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 7.5. You know, I had you had the opener was great. The main event with Kane coming out and the Wade Barrett and Dolph Ziggler's match of the night. And Vickie Guerrero stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna give it 7.5. You got a few things like should that happen? It was like what the fuck, like, really just crap. Yeah, but yeah. Other than that, it still was a good show, a solid show. So, what about Billy? You want to rate Raw?
Yeah, I'd give it a 7.5. Pretty much, that's what it deserves. It was decent build up.
Yeah. Mostly the build-up was for the Money in the Bank, the ladder match, the briefcase, and the other one, the vacating titles.
Yeah, a little bit with the tag team titles too.
A little bit of that. Pretty much, and a little bit of actually the Divas match.
Yeah, that too.
that's it. What about you, Pira? What are you gonna rate Raw as?
I'll give it a 7. It was a good Raw. I wouldn't say it was bad. There was a couple good matches on it. The build-up was pretty good. They could have did better with the build-up. Had like for the last couple weeks, but I know I'm saying they just announced the second one last week, but it was good, decent. It could have been better.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, people forgot it. You know, this is the go-home show for Money in the Bank in the 1100th episode of Raw. So I thought it could have been a lot more special.
They could have made it a bit more special, yeah. I mean, because it's Money Bank this Sunday, isn't it? So.
Yeah, 1100th episode.
And that was the last Raw before that. You would think, yeah, would be something a bit more, much more better than that. You would think because that's Monday Night Raw. So don't know about SmackDown how it's going to be. I don't know. But it might be just same as Raw, or maybe a bit less. But,
I'm not saying no.
okay, don't spoil it for any guys. We ain't just gonna watch. I haven't watched SmackDown. I don't read the spoilers for SmackDown. But yeah, so that's it really. We rate Raw. That's the end of the Raw review. And now it's time to end the show with some plugins, so we can.
Sir.
Yep, go end it. Will be fair. So Billy, Mr. Gallows, you go first, man.
Yeah, follow me on Twitter at BrickWally60. I give shout outs, so follow me.
So yeah, he's doing his own show again. Back to doing that again as well. So do that. So subscribe to his channel. And what about you, Piro? You have anything? Except don't say anything about God.
I have one or two. Just definitely follow our page on Twitter. We got more going on. And I want to give a shout out to one of the followers we have on Twitter. He's trying to get as many followers as he can because he wants to having Savage inducted into the Hall of Fame this year coming up. So everyone go follow at Induct Savage on Twitter. He's got a good thing going there.
I'll put his link in the description for everybody, including you, pretty cool. So.
Yeah, he's following us on Twitter, so yeah, he's got a good thing going, and I definitely think Savage should be in the Hall of Fame. So yeah, go ahead and follow it.
Oh, for sure. I said it for you. I think for how many episodes I said to Paul and Billy he should have been for a long time. Should have been in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. We'll see if he'll be next year's Hall of Fame. Hopefully he does. So good luck to that guy. Follow him on Twitter. Support Randy Savage. So now, yeah, Paul, if you want to plug your Twitter, if you want any fans to actually follow you, or you really don't care.
Yeah, really quick, right before I just mention myself, here I made the Induct Savage thing. I really respect that, and it's funny you should mention it because a couple months back, during WrestleMania season, we found out that Lane the Genius Pofa was actually staying at a WWE hotel and attended WrestleMania 30 weekend and the event itself. So that actually speaks a lot for Savage being a potential inductee, not only the potential inductee, but the headliner for the class of 2015. So I'm really looking forward to it, and that's a great cause to get behind, Induct Savage. I'm all for it. But I don't like you. If you like me, you can follow me on Twitter at _Arabian Wolf, or you could add me on Facebook at Paul Jazer.
Do that, yeah. He's gonna don't know how many followers he has now.
I think like 6.
You have what? 66?
7? No, 6 or 7.
Nice. Really blowing up, man.
You're getting a real fan base there going on.
I honestly haven't been on my personal Twitter in like 2 weeks since, or no, it's been like a week since I've been on my personal Twitter. I've been on the PWF before.
PWF as well is getting much more hype than you.
Yeah, I don't even recommend anyone going on my personal because I pretty much stopped going on there because it's a better chance of, getting the PWF one going. That will help us in the long run, so I'd rather be on there than my personal. So everyone should just be staying on that.
If you even have a personal one.
I never use
my personal has 700 followers on it.
Is that God one? Yeah.
I don't care about that one anymore, though. I'm all about fixing the PWF one, getting that going, getting that bumping.
Just focus on the real one, yeah.
The one that matters. PWF is war. That's the one that matters. That's the one I'm going to be working on all the time now. Yes, getting game going.
Yes. Definitely. Yeah, you and Paul can... you're doing really well with that Twitter, definitely. It's getting a lot of hype. So I know that some guys follow. I think David Kennedy Jr. is following us on that Twitter. So.
Hey man.
And Thrasher as well. So we get some some diva. What was her name? Ashley Mazola? Ashley from WWE used to be?
Yeah, I got her.
She's
I got her too.
She's following some PWF as well, yeah. She's checking it if she's watching this. Thank you.
I think she saw my tweet to go follow you guys, so...
Yeah, she knows, she saw my face and then she thought, yeah, I had to follow this guy. Yeah.
I think everyone that's following so far, so.
Yeah. Doing good, yeah. I mean, we could get 200 no time, no soon.
I mean, I had my personal Twitter for about, like, a year, and I got up to 700, so it's going to take a little time, but the fan base is what we want. We want the wrestling fan base. And talking about wrestling on a podcast is going to help it, so.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, now you can now, of course, yeah, so... You already said it, you can follow us on Twitter at PWF as well, which Paul and Piero will be doing busy tweeting and retweeting and getting those new followers.
All your questions that you have.
Yeah, so any questions you want to have, you send them there. You can always tweet us at there, whatever you have within wrestling. I'm sure these guys will be happy to answer them. So yeah, so follow, and now our shows as well will be uploaded. So if you missed any, click at them as well. And also like us on Facebook at Broadcast Wrestling Fallout as well, which is upload our shows there too. And join our group, which is Broadcast Wrestling Fallout as well, which is just really discussion group within wrestling. You know, it's not just WWE. No, we do Indies, we do Ring of Honor, we do Japan. Yeah, we do some TNA if any TNA fans in there. That's So join that group. Our videos is there as well. You say?
We're just a bunch of guys who enjoy wrestling.
That's all we're here for. We're here for one thing, which is wrestling. We're not to
It's
bitch
not
and
about
complain
the
about
money,
it.
it's about the love of the game. At the end of the day.
We have the passion. We all have the passion for it.
And if
That's
anyone
speaking for me, I
believe a great man once said, Jericho invented the podcast, Jericho invented the Twitter. Keep it going, Jericho.
Keep it joking, yeah. He knows how to. He's doing his thing and it's working out for him. Everyone's doing a broadcast right now. You want to do a broadcast, believe me. But anyway, to end the show, you can of course click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Spread the word, tell your friends, pro wrestling fans, like us, share us. You know what to do because we want to tell everybody about our show. We just want to get many subscribers as we can. You know, join us and the interview is Friday. David Finnegan Jr. Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, USA time, which is 1 a.m. UK time. Crazy for my time. We'll see what happens there, but be there with your popcorn, sit back, relax, and send some questions. You know, if you've got any questions for the guy, you send them. You know, don't be afraid. You know, we ain't gonna cut you loose. You know, so send them. You know, we're gonna have questions. I've got some already. So hey. But that's it really. So from the PWF team, we have have a good night. Hope you enjoy the show. We are out.